I often get questioned why. Why am I taking so much care in everything I'm doing at the moment? I often get people saying, especially as we come into the sort of the latter stages of this photo shoot prep, people are saying to me, you look great now, like surely you're done, like there's nothing more to come off. And the question that I ask them is, why do you feel that you're at that position to tell me when I'm done? Because, and that may seem a little firm, but at the end of the day, I'm not doing this for anyone else. It's not like I'm a bodybuilder that's stepping on stage and I'm comparing myself to other athletes. Like, I am literally comparing myself to myself. So the photo shoot prep that I did 3 years ago, I have compared pictures to how I looked, and honestly, gobsmacked to what I've seen. The comparison is mind-boggling. Like, genuinely, I'm sitting on the sofa the other day looking at pictures back, and I'm surprised that I even did the photo shoot in that condition that I was in. But at the time, I remember thinking, wow, this is so exciting. I'm so lean. I feel so incredible. But I really wasn't. And I'm so excited to bring a look to this photo shoot and just to myself in general that I can be really proud of, to the point where I can say, that is everything that I have to offer. I can't do any more. All those training sessions, all those days, weeks, months and years of tracking my food, hitting my numbers, hitting my steps, doing my cardio that I'm doing now. Everything is coming down to that look, and what that look is going to represent is hard work, grit, determination, and if I'm being completely honest, the overwhelming sense of improvement within myself. Because you learn a lot. You learn a great deal about yourself when you undergo this level of extreme, shall we say, sort of body physique change that I'm going through. So it's going swimmingly well. We're into the second half, shall we say now. The shoot is going to be booked in a matter of weeks. I didn't want to book it yet. I wanted to wait until I got to a level where I felt like comfortable with how I was looking, and I didn't want to have to rush. I wanted it to be sort of a smooth transition into the shoot, which it's going to be now. So we're going to book the shoot in a few weeks, for 6 or so weeks after that. So we're a couple of months out, which is great. It means there's no like added stress on my shoulders. I can just literally cruise from this point onwards. And in today's episode, we are going to be running you through where my calories are at the moment. We're going to be taking you through a full day of eating in regards to how I structure them. I know we did this, actually the first 2 episodes of this series was actually a full day of eating on a training day versus a non-training day. And essentially, we're just going to merit the two sort of together today and just sort of run you through how I'm making those little adjustments day to day. Food has obviously been lowered since the beginning of this prep. So slight changes to how we're going about things, but yeah, that's it really. We're going to head home now for meal 1. We're pushing food back now every day till 1, 2 o'clock. I mean, if I wake up on the occasion and I am absolutely ravenous, then I will grab myself a little something, but 9 times out of 10, we're pushing food back. And yeah, it's a very exciting place to be where I am now, because the overwhelming sense of happiness and fulfillment and satisfaction that I'm getting from how I'm looking and how I'm performing day-to-day chores, even though obviously I am lethargic and energy is low, it's exciting to think what it's gonna be like when I'm in better condition than I am now and my food is super high and I'm just living a happy, fulfilled and satisfying life. See you back at home.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Here we are in for meal 1, which is always around this sort of time. Well, any time from sort of 1 to the sort of the 2 o'clock mark. Today is slightly pushing that 2 o'clock mark. So this is how it's looking on the old MyFitnessPal. Just shy of 700 calories. We got obviously 2 slices of toast, a whole pint of tomatoes, 3 egg whites, which we'll make into an omelette. We've got 9 rations of bacon, and before you freak out, it's not heavily calorized. That's not a word, Leo. It's not heavily calorific bacon. It's very, very good. You can see, look, 315 calories for 9 rations. Woohoo! Delectable. And then we've got half a bag of rocket, and then we've got, obviously, a fair whack of this. I'm going to put this together now, because I'm losing the ability to talk. And I'm just going to eat. Beautiful. Very easily put together, really. I'm not a chef. At all. What I am good at is timing. I wouldn't be good at actually getting the flavours, you know, exactly where they need to be if I was in a restaurant, in the kitchen. But the food would come out at the right time, and that is half the struggle, isn't it? Anyway, I'm rambling. So here we are. I've already been through exactly what we're having. I'm going to... And then, I don't know, we're going to time it. I like to time to see how long. Right. 700 or so calories. I'll put the breakdown of exactly what it is on the screen now. But here we go. I'm a hungry boy. Done. 7 minutes. 7 minutes of absolute bliss. That was... Oh, it was so lovely. I'm actually going to have that when this is all over. When prep is done and life resumes to normality in regards to a food standpoint, that is going to stay in. But bear in mind that I would have had another meal beforehand, and I'll probably lose the bread and I'll go bagel, and the omelette will have actual full eggs rather than egg whites. Other than that, that stays in because that is absolutely fabulous. Now, seeing as this is a full day of eating, I'm going to see you at meal 2, which is coming up in about 2 hours time. So I'll see you in a couple of hours for meal 2. Welcome back to meal 2. Aren't we excited for this concoction I'm going to put together here? Now, we've got 75 grams of the organic jumbo oats. We've got a scoop of the Choctella flavour whey protein, and then to finish it off, we've gone with some frozen raspberries. So all in all, this comes to, calorie wise that is, just over 400. And obviously we've got another hit of protein obviously coming from this. 75 grams of oats, which is going to serve from a carb perspective, and this is nothing really. The ratio from volume of food to calories is sublime. So frozen raspberries, for anyone that is in the same boat as me, looking to essentially be full on low calories. See, essentially I could have 400 calories worth of cereal now, right? I could have cereal instead of this for my carbs. I could have a protein shake on the side, or have it mixed in with the milk and then just lose the raspberries altogether. But the amount of volume that I'm going to get for the same amount of calories is minimal. Absolutely, you cannot compare the two. So this is going to fill me up. With a bowl of cereal, 100% would not, because it's just not enough there. So the things you got to do when you get to this point of prep. Right, I'm going to put this together now. So there we have it, a 420, give or take, calorie bowl that is pretty large. That's gonna fill me up a lot more than a lot of other food choices would have. So let this be a lesson to anyone out there that is dieting or has dieted in the past and has really struggled with hunger. Yes, hunger is always going to play a part. You're eating less than your body needs. But you can manage the degree of hunger by picking foods that are obviously holding
more volume to them. So as I spoke about, this versus a tiny bowl of cereal. So right, I'm gonna go and eat this on the sofa in my pants and see you in about 3 hours for meal 3, aka dinner. See you in a bit. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to meal 3. We are making, well, should I say, my lovely Holly is making the red Thai curry this evening.
Thai red curry.
What?
It's Thai red curry.
What did I say?
Well, you say red Thai curry. It's Thai red curry.
Thai red curry, okay. As you can see, we've got rice noodles, king prawns, coconut milk, we've got some spring onions, we've got some chicken stock, we've got some blue dragon fish oil, a red pepper, and some red Thai curry paste. So, you ready to crack on with this, love? Yes. Nice. Overall calories are 504. So, I'm not tracking the stock, and I'm not tracking the spring onions or the red pepper. So you could argue that it's an additional 5 to 10% on top of this, but yeah, this is how it looks on the MyFitnessPal, clear as day, just a little over 500 calories. So well, when I say Holly is going to put this together, and then we're going to eat it, and then I will see you in maybe 90 minutes for a very exciting evening snack, shall we say, to finish off the calories, to round up the macros for the day, being meal 4. So, see you in a bit.
Did you see the bag from last night?
Bag?
Yeah.
What bag?
I had a KFC.
You had a KFC?
Yeah.
What? Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh, that is so good.
You just can't beat it, can you?
What is that secret blend of 11 herbs and spices, do you think?
I don't know. The result is immense.
Don't worry, Holly is right there, but she's in her pyjamas, so she's not really fancy being all over YouTube, which is understandable. Right, you saw how easy that was to make. Very straightforward. With it being just a little over 500 calories, it's an absolute win. Again, I'll put the macro breakdown on the screen now, but I'm just going to crack on and eat this because guess what? I'm absolutely bloody starving. Ladies and gents, welcome back to the final part of the day, meal 4. Now these 3 ingredients, if used properly, can create something quite magical. So let's not stand on ceremony, let's jump straight in. So we've got phage or Physique, however you want to pronounce it, yogurt, 250 grams of this, mixed in with 50 grams of the carrot cake flavour by Perform. I did a portion on this in the previous episode. Perform are arguably the best in the business at creating the most incredible tasting flavours out there, and this really is incredible. Now, get the ratio right with this, and you are essentially creating the toppings of a carrot cake. You need to make sure you use enough of this and not too much of this to create that thick, creamy vibe. And I usually will just have a little handful, a little sprinkle of these on top, just to give it a little something, just to add a little something else to the party. So I'm going to put this together now. I'll speed this bit up quickly, and then we'll see how it looks in approximately 30 seconds time. Now, really quickly, be very gentle when you mix this together. Don't just go in, it's going to go everywhere. Got to treat it with a bit of care. Right, I'm going to speed this bit up a bit because this is probably going to take a minute of caressing before I've got the texture just right. No, I'm not going to have a bite just yet. Did you see that? I nearly went for it. We've got... Okay.
And there it is. It may not look much. It's not about the look. It's about the taste. Right, here we go. That is special. So that's coming out at 380 odd calories, just shy of 400. That's a big bowl. That's a big bowl. From a volume, again, from a volume standpoint, it's going to tick a lot of boxes, and it's predominantly protein, obviously. So yeah, I'm not going to eat this here. I'm gonna get changed into my pants once again, get my ass on the sofa, or I might lose the pants altogether. That's for a different video. You have to pay extra to see that. Right, I'm going to see you in the morning. It's check-in day tomorrow, so that means checking pictures. It means making sure that I've got every last little bit of information sent over to my coach to give him as much clarity as he needs to set me up and make any changes for the next 7 days to make sure I'm still progressing as well as I have been so far in 2021. Yeah. See you in the morning. See you in the morning. I'm definitely going to take my pants off. Good morning. So about 60 minutes ago, I finished my push session. Overall very good. Followed by my check-in pictures to my coach, which you can see now. So I make sure that when I do my check-in pictures, and I say this to all my clients as well, make sure that you try your best to get it in the same position, whether you're at the gym, you're at your house, wherever you are, same position, same lighting, same sort of time of the day. Try and make those pictures as clear and as obvious so we can really see the differences that have happened over the previous 7 days. Very important. If you start playing around with different lighting, different backdrops, after you've had food like versus morning or evening, things look very different. So, you know, the easier it is to standardize it, the easier it is to see exactly what's happening week on week, and that allows your coach to make the right changes or right adjustments, or to say no, we're just going to continue as well, we're going to go again. So overall, I'm very, very happy with how things are looking. Very, very happy. We are, as I said, like 5 months into this, 9 kilos down. There's realistically another 5 or 6 kilos to come off. I know that might seem a lot, but there's always another 3 to 5 kilos from what you think. So I know that my target weight from what I roughly wanted to get to was about 2 or so kilos from where I am now. I can push harder, I can push for better, I can push for more, and that's what I'm going to do. If it was easy, we'd all do it. But this is the leanest I've ever been right now. So I'm sort of finding out new things every single week, which is quite exciting. But, you know, energy is low, I'm lethargic, but it's part of the process. So you've got to essentially just suck it up and deal with it. Overall, from a food standpoint, you've seen from this video exactly how we're structuring it. So calories have only been dropped really sort of 200 or 300 from the start to where we are now. So not a massive deal, if I'm being honest, which is quite nice. And I don't envision that they're going to drop massively more from where we are now, because things are moving quite nicely week on week with body weight and just overall body composition, how we're looking on the pictures. And you probably just manipulate a little bit more activity now, but it's not my decision, that is for coach, so we'll see what he says this week. But yeah, so overall 2,100 calories, give or take, brings out the macros 180 grams of protein, 190 grams of carbohydrates, and 60 grams of fat. Now that is on a training day. The only difference here is on a non-training day, carbs go down to 160. So we lose 30 odd grams of carbs, which isn't a great deal, really, because that's 30, 60, 91, it's 120 calories. So other than that, protein stays the same, fat stays the same. That eliminates any decision fatigue that I may struggle with. So
The only difference being is on a training day like you saw in this video, I'll have a bigger bowl of oats, for example. Other than that, everything's exactly the same. So yeah, realistically, we're coming to the back end, as I said earlier. Very excited. The shoot is going to be booked by the time the next YouTube video is out. So yeah, very excited. I mean, if you've got any questions on anything, shoot over to either my Instagram, my handle is Leo Parry Coach, or obviously comment in the comments below this video. Thank you very much for watching as always. And please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And I will see you next time in episode, is it 7 or is it 8? I think it's episode 8. I think it's episode 8. Thank you very much for watching. Try and round it off with something significant here, but see ya!